During winter, we always think about when and how we can clean up garden and get it ready for spring planting on time. We are now in the middle of March month, which is still considered a winter month because in this month we can still get cold snaps, frost, freezing rain, and even sporadic snow. However, this is the best time to clean garden because we will still get some warm days that can be used efficiently to clean up and prepare garden for spring planting. As you can see here, after the last harvest, plants of most of the vegetables like green peppers, tomatoes or eggplants may have died because of the freezing temperatures or may be killed by the first frost at the end of fall season or at the beginning of winter, leaving the garden with lots of dead plants. If left on the ground, these dried plants will be the main hurdle for transplanting of seedlings, sowing of seeds, and their germination. They may also serve as hiding places for the insect pests like flea beetles and leaf-footed bugs that could be a serious problem for transplanted or germinated egg seedlings during the spring. At the same time, some winter hardy or cool season weeds will start germinating and growing up in the garden. These weeds will make it difficult for transplanting of seedlings and sowing of seeds in the spring. Also, these weeds may serve as an alternate host to the insect pests like aphids that can damage all the host crops that would be planted during the spring. These weeds will also compete with the young transplanted or germinated seedlings for nutrients that in turn can affect the growth of crop plants during the growing season. Therefore, make sure to pull out all the dried plants and their stumps from the planting area by hand. Also, remove all the dried vines of pumpkins, cucumbers, and beans that are left hanging on the garden fence during winter, as they may block the sunlight during the growing season. If dried plants are really fragile and laying on the ground, they can be easily collected using a rake. However, some of the really dried and fragile plants can be left on the ground as they will easily break down and decompose and could serve as a source of nutrients for crops throughout the growing season. However, remove all the winter hardy or cool season weeds using a hand hoe so that the planting area would be clean and ready for transplanting of seedlings or planting seeds in the spring. Then dump all the removed previous crop debris and winter hardy and cool season weeds in the compost pit where they will turn into compost that can be used as organic fertilizer containing essential macro and micronutrients required for the healthy growth of plants in the next growing season. So the cleaned planting area is ready for planting in March, but the temperature in March is comparatively cold and therefore it is not a good idea to rush in planting warm season crops directly in the garden. However, seeds of some cool season crops like beets, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, kale, lettuce, peas, radishes, spinach, and turnips can be directly planted in the uh, garden when there is optimum temperature and moisture in the soil. As these crops have the ability to withstand the frost days in March and
while
in
sitting
the
near
early
to the
March.
fire.
Also, March is the best month to order the seeds of warm season vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and summer squashes from reliable organic seed suppliers. Start warm season seeds indoors so that their seedlings will be ready for transplanting when temperature goes up in the spring. Visit bugsforgrowers.com to gain practical knowledge about organic growing, insect pest control that does not harm plants, people, or pets. To read blogs on biological control of insect pests of different crops, animals, and honeybees. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please comment, share, and subscribe. Look for the next video on growing of organic turmeric in the pots.